let me see that bowl. I wanted to see your bowl. Welcome back to fksalad.
Hello.
I'm here with my friend Emma today in Montreal.
Cheers.
Cheers. You've made us some, what would you call this? Like a macaroni pasta dish?
This is, it was gonna be a spaghetti, but only had macaroni noodles.
Yeah, you texted me spaghetti.
Yeah.
This is nice though.
It's the next best thing.
It is good.
Yeah.
I haven't had one of these in ages.
Gluten-free? What do you think for gluten-free noodles?
I actually completely forgot until you just re-mentioned it.
Right. I try and be super, just health conscious, and I love cooking. I love eating food that makes me feel good, so.
So you do that?
Yeah.
That's good inspiration for anyone looking to feel good. Eat what makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
I have vegan meals in the show to kind of spread awareness, give my sense of influence, but by no means am I trying to force you to eat anything. Do what makes you happy.
That was beautiful.
Well, I think we all need to do that more.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So, when was the last time I saw you before the winter? I think we had a great catch up last time because I hadn't seen you in maybe like 2 or 3 years.
No, it was not that long.
Yeah, it was like 2
No.
years. Yeah, for sure.
No, because you came here in a summer. Okay, yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, time
Never
flies.
mind.
And it's actually scary hanging out with you because we met in high school
We did.
and we weren't even that close in high school.
No.
We've literally become closer because every time I'm in Montreal and I want to hit up like
Yeah.
someone I know, I
Yeah.
hit you up. We hang out.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is awesome. I really value our time together, and
Me
just
too.
the fact that we've been able to become closer like outside of high
Yeah.
school
Yeah.
is like pretty cool and it's like pretty unique as well.
Oh, totally. Because I feel like our relationship, can we even call it a relationship? I feel like we had like mutual friends.
No, we had mutual
And kind of like went to some of the same parties
That's literally all.
in the summer of like my last year of high school, but that was literally it.
But I think what it was is that you were saying, I'm going to study school in Montreal. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, I need to go to Montreal because growing
Yeah.
up, I've always said, I want to move to Montreal. I need to live in Montreal. And I
Yeah.
still
I'm still
haven't.
holding out hope for that, man. Every time you come here,
I say it every
I'm
time
like,
I'm here.
please, cheap rent.
Yes.
Art scene's good.
Yes.
Come on.
And I'm going to.
Yeah.
But I think even just seeing you here or like you saying you were going to come here in grade 12 like 10 years ago. No,
Yeah.
it's almost. But let's not talk about that.
Oh my God.
But just
the heck?
having that has been very motivating for me because I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll still make it happen. And seeing you do
Totally,
it is
yeah.
like really inspiring.
Oh, I'm glad you think that.
Yeah, but
I mean, it was terrifying moving here.
Really?
I had never been to Montreal. No, I had been once to like check out Concordia,
Okay.
but I had never, I didn't come here as a kid. I had no idea what Montreal was about.
Wow.
And then just decided to come. So
Well, great city, great Canadian city.
yeah.
What did you study at Concordia?
I studied contemporary dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I knew that. I didn't. Why did I even ask? That? I knew you studied. I was saying that for the listeners.
I thought there's a rule, be honest.
Yeah. My bad. I know you studied dance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely leave this bit in because that's funny. I never actually ask questions that. I do know that about
Yeah,
you.
you do.
It was more of a maybe. Why did you study dance?
Why did I study dance?
Because you could have taken a route in anything else that you were
Yeah.
like good in high school.
Yeah.
And like props to you for studying dance because not many people would choose to go that route. Some people would, choose a route that's a bit more. I don't know how to say it, like maybe.
Employment opportunities.
I don't want to say it like that because there's so many employment opportunities through dance,
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
gonna dive right into that.
Yeah.
But again, also inspiring that you went to post-secondary for dance. Like you turned what you loved into a career.
Yeah.
And that's, but like, why, what really pushed you to decide to study dance?
It's definitely dancing is something I've always done my entire life, and I kind of had a very traditional upbringing with dancing in a studio and stuff like that. But it wasn't until high school that I really kind of saw dance as a career and saw dance that could be an opportunity to choreograph. And I have one specific memory of I was in grade 9 actually, so The high school we went to had an arts program. I was in the arts program specializing in dance just because I loved it so much. It's what I grew up doing. But I had no idea how you could make that a job or just, I mean, I was 15. Like, you're not even thinking about that at that time.
No.
But then I had this opportunity to audition for, how do I even explain this? So there was this company in Toronto, this contemporary dance company in Toronto, that came to Kitchener, out of all places, to do a residency with local dancers.
Okay.
So I ended up doing that residency. There was about 10 of us that did it, and it was like a week-long workshop opportunity. So it was like after school, you would go and take class and kind of learn from these dancers who were doing it as a career. And then they, at the end of that 1 week intensive, they had an audition to learn some of their repertoire and then perform it in a show. So I ended up auditioning, I got it, and then was able to work with them for 2 solid weeks to like learn the repertoire really intensively, and then perform it. And it was like the most unreal experience, and still is like such a like just bookmarked page in my memory of really defining how I saw contemporary dance, because this was a dance company that was like doing a style of dance that I had never seen before, that was contemporary dance, that was weird and was like performance arty, and just doing a style of contemporary dance that I'd never experienced before. And I fell in love with it. And I have such a specific memory of like seeing one of the performers rolling on the stage surrounded by all these clothes, because that were some of the props that we were using. And I remember just being off stage, just being like, this dancer is getting paid right now to be here and do this. Like, that's so fucking awesome. What the hell?
Yeah.
So yeah, ever since then, I've just been really interested in choreography, and then really explored it throughout high school, and then thought how amazing it would be to continue that.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
You did it.
Yeah,
You
it's insane.
You did school and you did
Yeah.
contemporary. Was it contemporary that you were teaching then?
Yeah, mostly contemporary dance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I taught. I've been out of school now for 3 years, and then the past 3 years I've been like only dancing and teaching.
And did it pan out to be like everything that you wanted it to be?
That is a great question, because it definitely did not.
Which you also, I will be honest, which you did mention to me before.
I did, yeah. So you know a little bit about this, but yeah, I realized that I got really consumed in feeling like I needed to be a dancer, and I needed to continue to do it, and I needed to continue to create and to choreograph, and I needed to find inspiration to create something, or else I was gonna like waste this degree that I just did. And then I've been doing a lot of self-reflection recently to realize that I actually also have a lot of other interests. So right now I'm kind of in a zone of trying to figure out how I can be multiple things at once, because I've really kind of pigeonholed myself in this one aspect of my life that wasn't exactly feeding me in the ways that I needed.
That's funny you mentioned this. I saw a very interesting quote today from one of my favorite artists, actually, Machine Gun Kelly. He's kind of looked at as a rapper and not much more than that, but for like a fan like myself, he's in like blockbuster films. But what he says there is that he doesn't want to be normal. And what I kind of took away from that is just because you're labeled or you've kind of set off in one creative path, it doesn't really define you.
Yeah,
so good
exactly.
for you
Yeah.
for realizing that, I guess.
Yeah.
And deciding that you're taking the right steps, like do something about it. Because a lot of people who I think it takes a certain person to do that, and especially in this creative field, because as soon as you start going one specific direction, it does kind of feel like, oops, did I go too deep one way?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling. And
but you didn't. But
no,
you haven't
I didn't.
gone.
I haven't. Yeah. So I'm working a new job right now. I'm working
Amazing.
in a sexual assault resource center, which is another like one of my huge passions in life. And so that has been such an amazing experience, and I'm really realizing through it that like this experience is also going to aid my creative life. I mean, they're so intertwined to begin with, but like dance creation or anything creation is really just like choosing to organize life in a certain way, right? So the more life experience you have, the richer your artistic experience is going to be.
You and your brother might be the first brother-sister pairing on the show.
I think so.
Took a while. You're in the 40s this episode.
Let's see whose video gets more views.
Oh, I don't know. It's cool to see that both of you guys are just following your passions.
Yeah. I think we definitely were raised to do that, I think.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like very privileged to kind of have that support to follow your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are we going to follow your heart with a creative project this summer?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good segue.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Because you sent me an email maybe about a month ago with a few more fleshed out ideas.
Yes.
But hopefully maybe we can air out some thoughts
That's a
right
good
now
idea. That's a good
and
idea.
hold ourselves accountable come the
I
summer.
like it. I like that. Yeah.
So, contemporary dance project.
Yes.
2 to 3 minutes in length.
Ooh. I
Or
was thinking
longer?
like 10 to 15.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That is...
Okay, this is good. We're getting these details.
Okay, this is good. 10 to 15 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
Even just to give a bit of background to how
Please
this film
do.
came about.
Please do.
Is kind of going back to how I was putting so much pressure on myself to like, oh my God, I have to be an artist now. I have to do this now because I just graduated school and like if I'm not, I'm a failure. In that same kind of realm, I kind of pigeonholed myself to like make a certain type of dance and hold myself to such a high regard of like what I needed to create that I forgot to have fun with it. And I forgot that creativity is really about playfulness and like you have to put a bunch of ideas together to be able to work with anything. So this film is kind of an idea that I've been percolating for a while. And it basically follows one soloist who's going to travel through 3 abstracted memories. So I really love dance that has like really intense images that are really abstract and don't really make sense in our regular world. So this dancer will kind of flow through these abstracted memories to try and make sense of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so excited to be and honored to be a part of something a lot more artistic.
I'm so excited that you're stoked on this.
Oh yeah, I need to do a lot more stuff like that because I always say I want to.
This is the first time that I'm ever working with film, so I want to be able to speak with you to be like, hey, this is my idea. Like, what do you think we can do with it with your knowledge of film?
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'm kind of branded as someone who helps make people's visions come to life.
True.
So I'm looking forward to helping you out.
Okay, amazing.
We should run inside and go plan this out.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
See you guys in 2 days. Maybe we should bring our bowls with us.
Sure.